generate your image. Although it's not the same image, the new image has elements of an artist's original work, which is not credit to them. So we're going to be watching a quick video on how it's basically used, how easy it is. So I'm going to stop it there. I think for the most part, it's pretty well understood how AR generator can work. You literally type it in. He was using Discord there, the user to the video named Codec Community. Shout out to them. Literally just typing in code into Discord will prompt an image to pop up, which is it's pretty bizarre. So we're going to get into a lawsuit that is currently present. So Getty Images, probably the world leader in image database, has filed a lawsuit against Stability AI. The stock photography company is accusing Stability AI of brazen infringement of Getty Images' intellectual property on a staggering scale. So it claims that Stability AI copied more than 12 million images from its database without permission or compensation as part of its efforts to build a competing business, and that the startup has infringed on both the company's copyright and trademark protections. So one of the examples that they're using, I provided on the right side here. So at the top, this is a picture taken by a licensed photographer from Getty Images, Andrew Powell, in a soccer game. And you can see at the bottom, Stability AI's image generator, image generator has taken that image and morphed it into an image of their own. It's pretty evident, and it's pretty scary that something simple Like just typing in soccer game between Liverpool and Tottenham can prompt that from an AI art generator, which scans through the internet, chooses that, morphs it into its own image. And there's 12 million images from its database that it's used without permission. This is just one of them, which is absolutely crazy. So let's talk about why this is a concern. So there's three main reasons, in my opinion. Ownership and authorship. When an AI system produces artwork, it prompts concerns about who has ownership of the artwork's rights and who is eligible to claim authorship. So basically, an AI, so let's say hypothetically, that image that we saw there, it's so transparent that the AI art generator grabbed that image. Sorry, the AI image generator grabbed that image from Getty. How about when it's not that forthright? How about when it's kind of like, ooh, is this a resemblance of, is this AI art generated image a resemblance of this image taken by even Getty Images? When it's not forthright, it's like, okay, who's the ownership of this? You know, whose artwork is this? Right? Second reason, originality and creativity. As AI produced art frequently draws on pre-existing databases or algorithms. It is debatable whether it can be regarded as really unique or creative. This raises concerns regarding the worth of AI art and if it can be regarded as authentically made as art by humans. So now we're getting into how credible are artists. Hypothetically, they want to make a picture. They want to take a picture, make a picture on Photoshop. Are we sure they didn't draw inspiration from an AI art generator, which drew inspiration from another image, another pre-existing image? Right? So, or did they literally authentically make that image? We won't know. A lot of time we will not know. In biases and ethics, AI systems can pick up prejudices from the training data they use and then use these biases in the artwork that they produce. This raises questions about the potential for art produced by artificial intelligence, to reinforce negative preconceptions. So, if someone else's image that they created is implying prejudice thought, well, even if I wanted to type in onto an AI art generator something that didn't have any prejudice conceptions, typed it in, I get that image that has those prejudice preconceptions. Well, all of a sudden now my image that I got from that is implying prejudice behaviors. And that could be a problem because now those are someone else's thoughts, someone else's comments, someone else's work that now I'm taking and I'm using it as copyright. And also, it's just those aren't my thoughts. Is basically what I'm trying to get at here. Those aren't. I don't know where those derived from. And those can even influence me to think a certain way, which really I shouldn't. So the second thing we're going to be talking about is ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is an AI chat box developed by OpenAI in November 2022. It is designed to generate text based on the input it receives. It uses advanced machine learning algorithms to generate responses in a conversational tone, allowing it to have conversations with users and provide information answers to their questions. So this sounds very similar to Google because you type a question into Google and oftentimes you're going to get an answer. But there's a difference between the two. There's a difference between ChatGPT and Google. So ChatGPT is a language generation model developed and trained on a large data set of text and can generate natural language responses to prompts, which is oftentimes used in conversational AI applications such as chatbots and virtual assistants. Google, on the other hand, is a search engine and technology company. They offer a wide range of products and services, including search, email, online storage, and many more. So, ChatGPT is literally you are having a conversation with almost another person, except all ChatGPT does, it just takes behaviors online. It takes people's thoughts from the question you may pose to it, and it gives you basically the answer that they think is best suited to what you're asking. Google just offers a lot more services. We see it offers, emails and online storage. ChatGPT doesn't do that. It's like I said, the best way I could describe ChatGPT is you are having a conversation with a robot that is going to have the best answers based off other people's text algorithms, and they just uses algorithms to generate those responses. So one of the biggest things that has come up in recent time is students using ChatGPT. So high schools and universities are now on high alert over AI-assisted tools such as ChatGPT that can help students write text or code. So ChatGPT is the most prominent one. There's a bunch of other, not as big ones, but ChatGPT's come to prominence so quickly. As we saw, November 2022 is released, and it is like the biggest thing on the internet right now. It's absolutely mind-boggling. Currently, unless a student has the course's instructor written permission, the use of ChatGPT will be regarded as using other people's work and will be treated as the same way as plagiarism. So pretty much, I can't just go, obviously, I can't just go onto ChatGPT, type in a question to, an assignment or a report and get my answer, put it and use it as my own work. Obviously prohibited because it's using other people's work to answer that question for you. And you don't know where that work's coming from. So this is a big problem in terms of plagiarism, because you're getting an answer online, but you're not sure who wrote this and even if it's correct or not. Although some students claim they use ChatGPT solely as a reference tool, it is widely presumed that it is being used to fully write assignments and reports. Some students may use ChatGPT to simply gain an advantage over other students. Teachers can set supplementary oral or written exams or adopt other measures if they suspect ChatGPT or any other AI-based tool is being used. That is really the only way to combat it, is just not using online papers as a way for students to complete their assignments, tasks, tests, whatever it may be. The only true way is to just have them write it out in person, pen and paper. So why is this relevant today? A ChatGPT user may therefore be unwilling to end up infringing on someone else's copyright if it publishes output that resembles an existing work too closely. Like I said, you can't just copy and paste. I can't just copy and paste someone else's work on ChatGPT because, I don't even know it's someone else's work. I don't know who it belongs to. And so therefore, I'm just using it as my own work. It's not for money, but it's still used as an assignment as my own work. I can't claim that. However, the creators of ChatGPT, OpenAI, cannot be sued for infringement because AI can learn from existing datasets without permission, since there is no law against learning. Only users who take information/text from software can be charged with copyright infringement, because using it as a student, for example, could be using it as their own work. So OpenAI can't be sued because, again, it's just for learning purposes. If they can get sued, this would not be on the internet any longer. This would be taken down. But they can't get sued. The only people that can get sued or hit with plagiarism or copyright infringement are humans who use it and don't cite how they got that information. And regardless, even if they did say, hey, I use ChatGPT as a reference or as a source, it's still an invalid source because ChatGPT got it from a third party. So you need to find a true third party a third party who has information on whatever you'd like to talk about and use that as a